So when this was announced, you were going to do 10 cities in 10 days. Why was Chicago a part of that list?
Why was Chicago a part of that list? You know Chicago. You cannot cover this country without covering Chicago. And getting to know Chicago is a big part of covering America. So Chicago is unavoidable.
You were saying you were in West Garfield Park today?
Yeah, that's. I was outside, a chilly day. I know yesterday people said it was summertime. Now it is deep winter, snowstorm out there. We're talking about the now fairly famous and soon to be addressed, we hope, life expectancy gap between downtown, the Loop, the Lakeside, or Lakeshore, and out there in West Garfield. Some community members trying to make a difference.
And you plan to interview our mayor, Mayor Brandon Johnson.
I'm going to talk to Mayor Johnson tonight, see what he thinks about that life expectancy gap, and also check in with him on the progress he thinks he's made in his years as mayor and where the city's headed.
Okay.
You've been on the road for a week and a half now, Tony, talking with Americans. Is there something that stands out to you that maybe you didn't understand or appreciate like you do now?
Well, so one thing that is very clear to me, and this is in part because of the conversations I just had, Americans have a government that represents them and is supposed to solve our problems. But when the government does not or cannot, communities come together and try to fix them on their own. That's what's happening in West Garfield right now, and that's what I've seen in other neighborhoods across the country. There's an American spirit of renewal that you may not hear about nationally, but is very much alive in local communities.
So the spotlight has been white hot. I don't need to tell you, the show's been heavily scrutinized. What's been to you the most difficult or challenging part of this new assignment?
It's dealing head on with the reality that over the last 40 or 50 years, we talk about a life expectancy gap, there is a trust gap in American media, and the available audience for network television has declined because more and more people have turned away, stopped believing that what they see on the air is something that they can trust and take home and make decisions on. That has to be acknowledged before it can be fixed. Acknowledging it is controversial. Fixing it, I think, is the future.
How do you fix it?
By trying to reconnect with the viewer, by saying to them directly, we work for you. We don't work for the advertiser, as you may think. We don't work for some politician, as you may think, on the left or the right. And also, by the way, we don't work for the corporate owner. We work for you, the viewer. And that is the beginning of rekindling the basics of journalism and that basic foundational relationship, one-on-one. We're going to tell you what we know. We're going to tell you how we know it. And when we screw up, because we will, and you'll let us know, we'll tell you that too, right? It's a relationship. It's not a one-time thing.
We asked Nora at the DNC last summer what it meant to her to sit in that chair. We'll ask you on the way in what it means to you to be in that chair and how you put your stamp on it.
This is the oldest 30-minute television news broadcast in America. Nobody of major significance in American life, virtually nobody, has not been interviewed, covered, talked about on this program over the last 6 years. That is an immense inheritance of journalism. My goal is to take the low ebb on trust and begin to rebuild it so for the next 60 years, we can grow the audience and not just see it dwindle as it has been for now many, many years. We have to hit that head on. There's nothing honorable about sitting in this chair and turning the lights out in 5 years because we continue a trend downward. I want that trend to level and grow, and we're putting all of our energy into making that happen.
All right. Well, Tony, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks,
I really
Tony.
appreciate it. It's tough. It's tough out there, but the problems are real, and people know this in their lives. It's also true in our business, but the solutions are available. We're going to go for it. We're going to go for it. I mean, watch the space.
Yeah.
Thank you.